Media and assets. Overlays. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Minor inconvenience here of getting booted off TikTok. Hopefully, you're able to find this video and you're popping on over from TikTok because we're just looking at sports data here. Why they always got to cramp our style? Haters gonna hate, right? They come in here. People come in and they flag it, and then you get booted. Let's look at Crochet, 6+. The man has just been a menace. Just an absolute menace. I actually think it's worth like alt-lining and just looking at his like 9+, 10+, something like that. What's his line? 7.5, so it's 8. Yeah, you could look at 9 or 10+. It's not the worst idea, but if you're alting and you're going to pair it with another, oh man, if you're going to pair it with another pitcher, do something like 6+ is like a sweet spot, or 7+. I don't hate 7+ at all either. 6+ gives us an 83% hit rate on the season. 7+, 61%. Christian, good morning, my friend. I've been going live on TikTok, but having some trouble occasionally. Good morning to those over on IG too. The good thing about this is it allows me to be on multiple platforms. So that's the cool thing about going live over here. But the YouTube has not been showing us love, so I took my business elsewhere. But happy to come back and see, if they're gonna show some love and it's gonna bump us up the algorithm, then I'm happy to go back there. If you're listening, YouTube, ball's in your court. Wow, his hits. Oh, it's because it's against Crochet. That's why. Abrams is probably a guy I would say with. Dansby Swanson's a guy I have a lot of love for today. Wow, Novig is almost giving us a line we can play. That's kind of crazy. I got to slide back. I'm too close. Novig's almost giving us a line we can play. Good morning, 24 League. Appreciate you. What is up? Checking us out on IG. Drop me a follow, man. Do me a favor. I appreciate it greatly. I appreciate that support over there. Dansby Swanson, let's take a look. I like removing guys at bats when they have like a game of like 2, because like that's an outlier. So if you're looking at 3+ at bats in games where he has that opportunity, 70% hit rate. Let's take a look at home games for the season. 69% hit rate, 80% over the last 10, and 5 of 5, 1.6 per game over the last 5 at home. As you can see, we've got these little filters applied here. Let me put my face off the screen. Good morning, Mia. Let me throw these on the board. Christian says, good morning. Happy Sunday. Good morning, Christian. And Mia drops in and says, hi. Hello, Mia. Appreciate you guys checking us out. 24 League, if I could throw you up on the board, I would. But I appreciate the support on IG. Dansby Swanson, we're getting a little edge here too. 5% edge. Always love to see it. I would say if you're looking for another guy to pair, one of the things that I like about this new filters that we're going to be rolling out here is like if you want to see guys that have a high hit rate in the last 5 and on the season, so you want to see a guy that's hot, both short-term and a guy that's had success long-term, look no further than a guy like Cody Bellinger or Will Smith. But wow, Will Smith's real hot lately. 2+ in the last 3 games, 5 of 5. That's a hot hitter right there. That's always a good play. Yeah, Suzuki's always an interesting option. Where's Freeman? What's Freeman been doing? Mr. Freddie, been kind of up and down lately. Not a bad play, though, for the HRR. And Mr. Hit, Bobby Witt. There he is. Bobby Witt is at 1.5, which is why he didn't pop off the screen. But if you're going to alt, just go alt 1+. Look at him for the season. There you go. Yikes. #1 consistent hitter on the year at that 1+. So just put those two guys together. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. Do me a favor. Please smash the like button, all right? Smash the like button. Retweet it if you're on X. Instagram, it's got the likes too. The support is greatly appreciated. How do I feel about Abrams? Love Abrams lately. I have been playing Abrams a ton lately. His HRR, everything's been great for him. The only thing that scares me today is that pitcher matchup, obviously. So the question is how many chances does he get? I mean, we've been smashing this right here. And the fact that you can get it at a +119 right now is really enticing. But that pitcher matchup is tricky. That's what he's done against Boston. But, man, that pitcher matchup is a little bit tricky. Let's look at Crochet. Real quick. I'm just curious. And where's his hits allowed? There's his earned runs. Got a little sloppy last game. Hits allowed, though. It's not bad. Little bit of a lean to the over on the books here. DK -130, ESPN bet -135, Flip -140. Not bad. Could Abrams get one of those hits? Yes. The problem is he going to have anybody on base when he does it? So I would say maybe the hits are the way to go today instead of the HRR, even though we've been heavily playing the HRR. But yeah, man, like this new filter and feature is pretty awesome. I'd lean under for the 18.5 outs too, which is interesting. But yeah, look at this. Like you can look at his innings pitched and just slide the filters. You know, you want to see games where he only meets this criteria. It's going to grab the last X amount of games for that. One other thing I do want to point out is I really like this edge you got right there. You've got a 14.3% edge. Listen, our views and likes are climbing up. Keep pumping them up. Do me a favor. Keep pumping them up, please. All right? So there's a couple of plays right there, right off the bat, right off the rip. I had a play on TikTok, and I don't remember. Oh, Lorenzen was one, and then I thought I had a hitter play. But, yeah, I think this filtering thing, while it's a relatively simple thing, is going to be a game changer for our motto of finding winning bets in 10 seconds or less, because I think it's as simple as open the app, sort by like last 5 and confidence score and last 5, and take the first or second guy you see on the board. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, it can just be that simple most of the time. It doesn't have to be super complicated. You know, Abrams, sure, it might help to know that he's going against Crochet today, but all these other guys, I mean, like, these could be plug and plays. I love when we can get this line at 0.5. Again, Crochet, not a great matchup. However, you're kind of banking on a lucky hit there, right? Like you're just banking on him getting one. All he's got to do is make decent contact one time, and that's an easy cash. Or take a walk, whatever, right? Oh, no, hits, runs, and RBIs is not bases. Never mind, that's for the bases. But, like, all he's got to do is just bunt. You know, if he takes a walk and the bases are loaded, he gets somebody in because that's an RBI. I mean, there's a lot of options. We're slowly climbing. I'm not seeing the love like we do on TikTok, which is unfortunate. All right, Hayes. Yep, thanks for the advice. Appreciate you. While you're here, make sure you drop a follow, though, and a like. That's the least you can do, right? Please. You're dropping in to self-plug. At least drop me a like. While you're here, while you've decided to stop on by, just do me a favor. Drop a like. I'd appreciate you. Yeah, listen. Sure. Whatever's your boat, whatever. Listen, it's one form of gambling or another, right? That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing here. All right, let's take a look at, I love the HRR markets. Home runs. You guys want to see home runs? Everybody loves home runs. Let's take a look. Confidence score for home runs is kind of a fickle thing here. But, I mean, looking at last 5, Spencer Torkelson, let's look at confidence score. Why not, right? Oh, Spencer's the highest guy on the board. The highest home run play on the board is Spencer. Probably not a big surprise there. Let's look at last 20, though. I want to expand it out a little bit. Woo! Eugenio Suarez. You know what? Him or Cal, which no surprise that Cal's showing up here. Could be the highest home run plays on the board. I don't hate any of these guys up here. Kettle Mart, Mickey, Moniak. We got some guys here at Coors Field. That could be an interesting one right there. Whoops, I clicked the wrong one. How did I do that? Don't save that. We don't want that one. Mickey Moniak. Not a bad option. If Mickey hits a home run today, please somebody do me a favor and tag me, all right? Guys, for those just joining, I see a lot of people just hopping in and joining. Do me a favor, drop me a follow, like, sub, whatever you're on, whatever platform you're on. Really appreciate it. If you guys want these free plays daily, we cashed out a bunch of plays this week. Let me pull up a couple of screenshots just to show you guys, because I'm not blowing smoke. All right, we had a lot of cash this week. A lot of our members are really cashing out. How can I share this? Let's see. Can I share? Present slides? Nope, not image. Yeah, we can do an image file. Sure. Let's do an image file. Let's share an image. Here we go. There's one cash. Whoops, we want to keep that on the stage. Remove that. Add that to the stage. There we go. We're all over the place. That was one. I've got a bunch more here we can share. Let's see here. How do I do that again? Let me do one more. Share an image. Sorry, this is a little clunky here. There we go. There's another one. Obviously, you could see he met the 6 strikeouts there for Sonny Gray. And yeah, we've got more. Listen, I'm all about showing the proof, not just giving you the reasons why you should follow what I'm saying or use the app to find your own stuff. It's that simple. Anybody can do it. Excuse me. But I've got the proof to back it up. Okay. So hold on one second. Let's go ahead and remove this from the stage. We're going to go ahead and add an image file here. One more. Sorry, this is, again, super duper clunky here. Right? Here's one. Is this different? No. I want iCloud One here. We're downloading these photos. Here we go. What do you guys want? One of those? There you go. 50 to win 100. A nice little double up. Yeah, man. If it wasn't so clunky, I could throw more up here. Remove them, add to the stage. We're back. All right. We're back. Just had to put my money where my mouth is a little bit. Show you guys the proof is in the pudding. Anybody want to try out the app for free? I'm sorry. You could try it out for free. There's a free trial right in the store. But does anybody want to try it out at 50% off for the entire summer? All right. You can use this app, 50% off the entire summer, $12 a month, and $12.50 actually. I don't want anybody to say I led them astray. $12.50 a month. Let me know. Shoot a message in the comments. Let me know. And and if we get a couple people to use that code, I will also bless somebody with a coffee to start their Monday for tomorrow. But that's neither here nor there. All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's look at a hits allowed prop. We can look at unders. We can look at overs. You know what? I want to look at overs actually, because everybody was telling me who cares about unders right now. 4.5 to the over, -150 on Fanatics. Chase Burns against Philly. Philly has been striking out a decent amount lately. Let's take a look over. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look over the last 14 days. Right-handed pitchers for Philly. Philly's been striking out a rate of 23%, 8th highest in the MLB. 8th highest. Okay. You guys probably haven't seen my videos. Not that one. Let's do this one. Hey there. You like what you see? Why don't you like the video? Looks like a little bell. Ring that bell. And while you're at it, maybe subscribe to the channel. Handsome guy. What can I say? What can I say? Our spokesperson is a handsome fellow, all right? He's been known to turn a few heads, through the wink in there. Young George Clooney. Not a young George Clooney anymore, an old George Clooney. Tyler Anderson's walk used to be a thing. Tyler Anderson's walks used to be a thing. Jeez, can we get 1.5 anywhere? Ooh! There it is. Guys, right there. Take a look. Take a look. It ain't a bad one. I've already given you multiple plays that you can put together with this Anderson walks. Multiple. All right. So now pay no attention to the top right now. What we're looking at, all we care about right here is the 1.5, and that is a 70% hit rate on the season. 70. Averaging 2.1 a game. Let's see if he gets enough innings here. What's his average? 5.2 innings. So let's just say he throws his average. Okay. There you go. That's how I would use these filters. These filters can be super, super helpful. 83% hit rate on the season when he pitches, just an average. Now, let's say he's going to go a little bit under, all right? You know, Toronto hits the ball well. Let's say he's going to only pitch 5 innings. Cap him. Still gotten there in 77% of the games. There we go. All right? That is how I would use these advanced filters. Now, the advanced filters are in the app. Right now, the only thing that's not is this screen, but it's coming. All right, it's coming soon. We can do min, max odds. We got to add the negatives in there so you can do negative odds, obviously. And that's why it's not released yet. We're just testing. Let's take a look at the earned runs. I could go all day with this, just using the app. It's so simple. All right, that's the key, is it's simplistic. It doesn't have to be a difficult process. Wow, look at Hayden Burnsong this year. Just has been getting a little sloppy. He's been getting a little pummeled. I wonder if his arm is getting a little tired. Let's see. He went about 5 games there in between, and now he's 5 games in between again. I'm surprised this line isn't 1.5 anywhere. Pick 6 even has it, though. A lot of options today, guys. A lot of options. Put them together. MLB, things are juiced. The code offer for the app, Ray, is, I got you, my friend. Summer 25. Okay, all caps, summer 25, 50% off on Apple. Android, I believe it'll get you a 2-week free trial if you've never used it before, if you've never used the app before. But trust me when I say if you're on Apple, you're getting the better deal. Unfortunately, Android does not let us do codes like that. They only will let us do free time in the app, no discounted codes yet, which I find extremely baffling. 1.5 flip. There you go. Look at that, guys. That is a great play right there, too. If you guys need a juice cutter, which if you ask what is a juice cutter is something that you use into your plays. So do Bobby Witt to get 1+ hits, and then just do this on Fliff at a -1.5 for, or I'm sorry, at under 1.5 for Kirby. And you've got yourself, it's probably a little juicy, probably like a 150, 160. But my gosh, if that's not a 85% hit rate play, I don't know what is, because I really do think it's somewhere around there is the probability of success. So, yeah, I think that's a great play, an interesting option, and a nice thing we found with juice cutters here. Let's take a look at his walks. A lot of options here today, guys. Woo. All right. Reyes, if you get into the app, shoot me a message. I got something for you, okay? If you use that code summer25 to take advantage of the 50% off this summer, shoot me a message on X, on Instagram, wherever you can. X, it's PropsBot AI, and I got something for you, all right, my friend? Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the questions today. Have an awesome Sunday. I'm getting out of here to go enjoy the weather. Hope it's nice and warm where you are. Hope you guys get a chance to spend some time with family and enjoy your Sundays. I am going to be out and catch you on the next video.